Donovan Smith, point guard. Number 0, junior Martise Edwards at the 2 guard. Senior, number 25, Morgan Anderson at the 3 position. So a 3-guard lineup for Coach Frazier. At the post, number 33, Caleb Tyson. And at the forward/guard, senior, number 2, Luke Catalone. So as we talked about with the girls' action, this game marks the halfway point of the boys' season. And some ups and downs. A lot of positive things to build on, a lot of things that we realize we could have done better, I guess is a good way to say it. And we'd like to clean that up a little bit and go into the halfway point motivated for the second half of our season. It's going to be Caleb Tyson jumping at center court as we begin the action from Nashville Christian School between the Eagles and the Commanders.
All right, ready to go with our guys at 5-2 in the district, and big game for both teams. Here's the Commanders visiting us. Caleb tips nicely to Luke. Catalong takes it down, and he's going to get a reaching foul within 4 seconds of the game, and we'll get the ball on the baseline. So great tip by Caleb. Luke snatched it and drove nicely. We set in a box. Donovan, the general, will bring the ball in. Gets it into Catalong. Catalong out to the Falcon. Gives to Donovan. He'll gun. A little long. Catalong chases it down. Drives baseline. Goes out to Donovan. Back out to Morgan Anderson. He guns it. Did he make it? It was in and out. Tyson powers it back up. No good. Great rebound. Commanders out of there with it.
Well, we had 3 great looks at the basket. Just couldn't get them to fall.
So Friendship with a little 5-out pass and cut action. Moving the ball on some handoffs on the side. Donovan cuts it off nicely, then gives up a little bit of middle drive, and the ball is rolling good, nicely, curling it over the rim. Mitch Cullum.
That's Dylan Turner, I think, Coach number 11.
Excuse me, that's the wrong one. Is that Dylan Turner?
Dylan Turner, yep.
My bad. All right, Catalon hands to Martise. The Falcon's going to lose it off his foot, but saves it over to the general. Donovan. Smith, dribbling to the left, back out here to Anderson. Anderson backs it out. We've got a 4-out, 1 in against the man-to-man into Tyson. Tyson up and under, fake nicely, good. And Coach, if they play behind him, they're going to have some trouble, I think.
Well, I love the fact that we were patient to look inside of the post. If every possession starts or flows through some kind of post look, then we got a good chance.
Inside out. Friendship with kind of a double high post here as they pop some guys out. And Caleb Tyson guarding their big man who's gone out on the perimeter, and he can handle. Skip across. Number 10 is going to gun that ball, and he's going to rip that ball. Bryce Miller gunning from downtown and giving the Commanders a 5-2 lead.
And a decent job by Martise closing out right there.
Right.
Just I think it's one of those things where you think the defense sort of altered the shot just right for it to go in.
And we tried to backdoor. It wasn't quite there. Forced a little bit. 5-2. 6 minutes right now and counting as Friendship leads 5-2 here early. The Falcon putting pressure out on top. Their big number 14, Mathis, comes out there to get the ball, and then they backdoor him nicely, and we didn't pick it up, and he lays it in. So he gets rid of it. They set a backdoor. He comes cutting from the wing across the lane and gives them an early 5-point lead. Nice screening backdoor action.
Some good set offenses from Friendship.
Yep, little UCLA action here. Morgan comes to get the handoff. Not there. Luke backs it out. Luke's going to drive. Hanging floater. Gives to Caleb. Powers it up. Good.
Good look by Luke.
Let's hope Caleb can give them some trouble. 7-4. Luke spots him nicely on the floating drive. 7-4.
Well, I think we definitely have that advantage there in the post just with Caleb's length and strength right there on the block.
Friendship working the ball. Here's Mathis. Going to try to take it down the lane. He stutter step. No good. Morgan Anderson with the rebound. Coming out of there. Going past the timeline. Transitioning. 15-footer hanging. Yes. Nice. 7-6. Game of runs so far usually is. Friendship quickly into front court. Mathis plays a lot of perimeter. They right now haven't had a true post, but they do like to screen him back into the post.
Well, and I tell you, that'll affect Caleb in his wind and conditioning, because it's going to force Caleb to guard out on the perimeter, which he's not used to doing.
Exactly. Friendship driving. They bounce inside nicely, pounding the ball up. No good. Catalon with the board, double teamed in back court, pounds it, brings it out of there nicely. We're down 1. Here comes Luke. He's going to take it all the way, laying it up. He's going to get called for the charge. Did not have his head up there. Checking in is Cannon Anderson. 7-6, Friendship Commanders lead.
That's Cannon coming in for Donovan.
When ball goes down, you want to zoom in a little bit so you don't have all this.
So we got Cannon Anderson, Morgan Anderson, Martise Edwards, Luke Catalon, Caleb Tyson in for the Eagles, approaching the halfway point of the first quarter.
Friendship with some screen cross action at the top. Swing the ball back around. They try that same play. This time Caleb picked it up nicely. Friendship will reset the court, leading 7-6 early, halfway point right now. Got some cutters coming through there. Mathis getting the ball out top as they continually pass and cut. A little shuffle action there off the screen. And they're continuing. It's actually an extended flex. It's kind of the version Brentwood, Coach King used to use. Kind of pull everybody a little higher than a normal flex. And they're getting some good movement there, but threw it away.
Yeah, kind of anticipating, I think, a backdoor cut.
Right.
And from Andrew Mathis, where they hit before, and he elected to stay out on the perimeter, and that ball just thrown away.
3:45 to go. Cannon will hand off to Jalen Marsh, who's also checked in. Back to Cannon. Cannon to the Falcon, setting the court. Cross court Marsh. Hands to Cannon. Left-handed. Pounds in there. Gives it to Martise. Martise drives. Gives it to Caleb. They've got it in there to him. Again, good off the board. And Caleb is controlling offensive action down here.
Which is what we like to see. And I know you like to see the offense go through the post.
8-7. We've taken our first lead of the game. And Friendship's going to throw it away, anticipating another cut, Coach. And we twice have picked up back doors pretty nicely.
Well, it's good to see that we're learning as we play defense. You know, that's what they're going to be doing. So they got us the first time, but we registered that. And it looks like Coach Frazier's prepared the guys well to recognize what it is that the other team's trying to do and then defend it.
Adam the Pistol Harper checking in. Cannonball Anderson. Luke Cat Daddy Catalon hands the ball in, and they will set the court. 4 out, 1 in. Now they do a little horns action. Ball screen. Caleb rolls. Give to Harper. He's going to gun a 3. He's going to miss that one. Jalen fighting nicely, but nothing there. Mathis is going to come roaring past the timeline, the big man with the ball. And he's going to take a little hitch drive, take it all the way down. Caleb forced him baseline nicely. Now Mathis comes out, pops a 3, no good. Catalon with a nice rebound, and they double team him. They shouldn't have done that. Now we have numbers. Here comes Cannon roaring past the timeline. Get it Harper. He's going to gun it. This time he made it. He bombs it from 3. Nothing but net. And we lead 11-7. Nice transition basket by the Eagles. 2:19 to go. Cannon putting nice pressure out there. A little handoff weave action. Harlem Globetrotter style as they try to free somebody. Mathis takes it down, lays it down, powers it up in, and no good. Well, he's strong.
He has been an off-balance shot.
Yeah, he's strong, so you wonder if he'll be back inside more because he's a big football guy. Cannon throws back out to Marsh. He'll gun the 3. Did he make it? It's a little long. Friendship down the court, down 4, 148 to go, first period. Nice crowd here enjoying the game on a beautiful weather in January. Scooping the ball and laying the ball up nicely. Number 11. And, Coach, I don't have his.
Dylan Turner.
Dylan Turner. That's why I missed that. I'm missing him, so I got to get him back on my list. National Christian, 4 out, 1 in. Little motion here. And Cannon loses it, gets it back Jalen.
I think he threw it to himself right there, and the official didn't see that.
Ball to Harper. Harper's going to gun again. The pistol.
Not on balance.
Too anxious.
Not squared.
Luke gets the rebound now. Anderson will gun. 2 of them a little off the mark. 11-9. Here's Big Mathis coming, roaring past the timeline. Going to take it all the way. Scoops, lays it up. No good, but he draws the foul from Turner as Donovan Smith ready to check in. So the big man gets it. He's a football body. He dribbles well and moves well. A guy like that, I like to stick him down inside.
Grows a beard well.
He does. He
as well.
Looks like he's 21 years old. The general checks in. Caleb will sit. So we've got a shorter guard lineup here, so we'll see how we handle Mathis. 11-10, 1-point game. Mathis guns, short. Nice rebound, Marsh. Lobs that out here to Anderson. Cannon Roy pass the time down the left side. Look out to Marsh on the top. He's going to drive, penetrate Anderson. Stutter step dribble. And it's cut off. Friendship nicely cuts it off. Donovan. Is Friendship playing a soft containment type man. Not out there denying, but trying to keep the ball from going inside. But that time they got it to Luke nicely. A little off balance. Missing the shot down in the paint. Mathis brings it out with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. We lead by 1. And they got Harper on him. He takes him all the way to the hoop, lays it up good, and takes the lead back 23 seconds.
Well, and that's the unfortunate part of Caleb having to guard out on the perimeter right there, and they got exactly what they wanted with a mismatch.
Donovan gets to Harper. Harper with 14 seconds lays it down, turns, wheels, spins, misses, gets his board, and is going to be tied up on the baseline, I believe. And the possession will go to Friendship with 7 seconds.
Well, it's good to see Adam playing with a lot of confidence. You know, had 1-3 go down, missed a couple of shots, but good looks, and he's still hustling to get his own rebound.
7.7 to go. Friendship rolls it in. 6, 5. They get a ball screen out top. He's going to take it all the way in, and we let him get way too easy a look and laying it in at the buzzer good. And Friendship is going to take a 3-point lead to the second quarter. So we'll take a brief timeout. Friendship leading at Sawyer Brown Road, Nashville Christian, 14-11. Back in a moment. All right, Coach Brothers, back with Mike McPherson here. A couple of stats of note.
Friendship Christian 6 of 8 from the floor, including a big three-pointer from Bryce Miller. Dylan Turner 3 for 3 on some nice penetrating layups. They got a couple of backdoor cuts. Mathis, their post players, playing out on the perimeter, so forcing us out there a little bit. We have not fared so well. Caleb Tyson doing a good job hitting 3 for 4, all from right about 2 feet. And we're still in the game, but got to find a way defensively to handle that perimeter play.
Luke looking for a cutter, finds one in Donovan, gets inside to Caleb, makes the move along the baseline and is shoved on the baseline, and we'll get it. Second foul against Friendship.
That foul's going to be on Mathis, his first.
Donovan with a high double stack. Cross screen to Anderson. Martise pops out on the other side. Here's Caleb. Gets it. Gives to Anderson, back to Martise. The Falcon hands to Anderson to Donovan. The general takes it. Going to drive, powers it up there nicely off the board, but it would not fall. Caleb smartly avoided the over-the-back call there. Friendship, a little momentum, ahead 3 with the ball. And they look for a drive and a cutter, nothing there. Nice little weave action by them. And Big Mathis out here with it. He's going to take Martise, and he's going to struggle this time. Martise with a nice cutoff there. Gunning the long three-point shot up there, no good. Martise goes high for the board. Comes down with a three-point deficit with the ball. Ball to Anderson. He guns it. Did he make it? Yes, he made it. He ties it. 14-14 at the 7-minute mark. Big shot by Anderson.
Always good for Morgan to hit one of his early shots.
Yes.
He generally kind of follows that with some confident shooting and some streaky shooting.
Definitely.
So it's good to see him hit one early.
Mathis being guarded by Caleb. Friendship works the ball around, sets their court. They got some nice motion action, but we picked up takes the ball in nicely. No good. Anderson Give to Edwards. Edwards rolling past the timeline. The Falcon looking, waiting. To Anderson, gunning the three-pointer.
There you go.
Anderson warms up. Timeout, Friendship Christian. And that gives we get the lead 17-14.
And Coach, it's good to see Morgan 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Hopefully he can keep that up. He tends to do that when he makes his first shot or two of the game. Good to see him here finding the hot hand in the first half.
Right.
And we've started out, with a little bit of a run right here to take the lead and also to put Friendship in a situation where they're now trying to struggle and arrest, sort of stop the bleeding.
Coach, who did I not have on my list?
Number 11 is Dylan Turner.
All right, sorry, Dylan.
6 points on the night for Dylan. He's done a good job handling the point position for the Commanders of Friendship Christian.
So the boys from Lebanon will be inbounding it backcourt as we've retaken the lead, approaching 6 minutes of the second quarter in exciting action here. Mathis, little weave action out top, gets it, takes it down, lays it, powers up good. I tell you, the big man can lay it on the floor and take it, and he cuts it back to one. He's tough to stop.
Well, I tell you, what I've seen so far is he wants you to come guard him on the perimeter. He has taken a three-pointer but hasn't hit one. What he has hit are those penetrating, running jump shots and layups.
Right. We may need to think about playing off him a little bit and inviting the three. I don't know.
That's exactly what I'm thinking,
Yeah. 17-16 as the jump ball goes to Friendship. And
I'd almost like to see somebody else take that shot. If we just kind of back off in our help side man and just force him to get rid of the ball even when he does penetrate.
Mitch Pelham hands to Dylan Turner as they do the weave action again. Here's Mathis trying to lay it down.
There we go.
Steps nicely.
That's what I was saying there. That's good.
That was better. He wanted to shoot the three. Hangs 15-footer, no good, but we did force it outside. Here comes Luke, scooting out there with it. Stutter step dribble, pulls it back out. Give to the General. The General drives, and he's going to take it all the way, scoops it up left-handed. No good. Martise with a nice board, but he loses it. And Friendship, Mitch Pelham comes out of there and will hand to Turner. Turner sets the court, down one. Friendship, 5:20 to go. Second quarter action. Little shuffle cut out top, nothing there. They swing it back around, and they get the backdoor cut for Mathis, but Caleb picks it up again nicely. And here's a hard string out top, and we are going to create the walk by Turner. Good double team there by Nashville Christian.
Yeah, some ball screens right there. There's some question of their positioning on that, but they're not calling them, so it didn't happen if they don't call it. So you got to think that we got to, as we adjusted to that backdoor cut, now we're going to have to make the adjustment to the ball screens up high.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of screening action up top. Both teams in a tight one here, 17-16, and Donovan will walk it past the timeline. And we set up with a double stack low, down screen. Luke backs it back out of there, gets the ball screen, takes it all the way across to Martise, gives to the General. He'll gun the three, and he'll air this one. Coming out of there is Turner with the ball, 17-16, 4:48 to go. Mathis, every time he gets it, he wants to put it down and go. And there's the stutter step. Morgan helps nicely. They come along the baseline and throw the ball away. Martise has it. Martise coming past the timeline. Little change of pace, throws it up there, no good. Donovan lays it up, good on the rebound as he was there for the miss. And we take a 3-point lead. 4:24 to go. Nice put back in position by the General.
Nice timing on the jump for that rebound as well.
It really was. Good defense by us in the corner, but we played behind the post guy there. They're going to kick it out to number 10, and he's going to gun it and score it. And that's Bryce Miller.
And I will say early on, that's the guy they want to get the three-point shots. He's 2 for 2 from out there.
And we get the ball inside, but before that, Friendship is called for a reach, or actually a block. And at the exact 4-minute mark, Caleb will be replaced by Jalen.
And this is where we get into an interesting situation because now they have the advantage down low on their offensive end.
Morgan gunning another three and bottom from 23 feet.
He's feeling that.
22-19, 3:53 to go. Go, Coach, go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, I was going to say now Jalen is a guard-type player now on Mathis, and we're going to see if he posts him up because, Jalen's certainly capable of getting in his face out on the perimeter.
Right.
Now expect more penetration, need some help just like that.
Nice help right there. Luke
just like that.
Steals it, takes it all the way and lays it up. Good! And he was grabbed from behind and fouled. Great hands by Luke. Catalon takes it all the way and lays it up. Good. To give us a 24-19 lead, and nice spurt here by Nashville Christian. Cat Daddy at the line to complete the three-point play. We lead by 5, 3:35 to go. The Gunner Guns, bang, 25-19. So good flurry of defensive action there, and we helped really good on Mathis that time.
Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. Now Jalen can get in his face, and then that helps out just to force him to get rid of the ball.
And Luke was there, and nice help, and forced the ball to be bounced off Friendship. They are debating that, and I think they're right. But Donovan Smith will bring the ball past the timeline nonetheless in a 6-point contest. Good little run here by the Eagles. So we slow the action down a little bit. And we've got a guard lineup in there. Luke's inside. Let's see if he's going to stay in there.
He posted a while ago, and we got the ball to him. So not a bad opportunity for Luke against number 44.
He's going to stretch to the corner. Donovan's going to take it in, be rejected. Luke gets it back, turns, spins, and he's fouled. And Luke's having some success. They're going to call a walk.
He rotated. I thought that might have been the case. Kind of changed pivot feet right there, so that's not a foul.
Yeah, thought he had a decent move there, but Luke is I like to see guards like to get inside and not mind contact. I like and
often
he's not afraid
if
to.
you like to post and know how to post in there, you can get against a guy who's not used to defending that area.
Right. And Jalen gets beat there on the baseline, and Mathis with a nice power move, cutting it back to 4.
Yeah, again, we got to be ready to help that and just let him get rid of the ball. The only other shooter I've seen identified as number 10 out on the perimeter.
Luke spinning, gives to Jalen. He'll gun the 3 from the right side. Rims out of there. Friendship with the board, down 4. Now they're on a little bit of a run. Here comes Miller past the timeline, hands to Mathis. He wants to try to take Jalen again.
Likes to go left.
Right. Backs it out of there. Jalen comes up to get him, and he stutter steps, brings it back the other way. Frees up a driver. And they're going to pound the ball inside, powering it up there nicely. No good, missing the ball. Friendship banging the boards, and coming out of there with the ball is Jones, and they set the court. We lost a man on the baseline. I don't know why he didn't shoot that, but they left-handed up there good, and laying the ball up is Jones, number 44. What's his first name, Coach?
Casey Jones, just like the engineer.
Is that Casey? And he engineered that one up.
Better watch his speed, I think.
Adam Harper coming back in, along with Cannon Anderson. The Anderson brothers down on the blocks there. 25-23, Friendship cuts it to 1 with the 3-point play. Anderson gives to Anderson. Cannon hands over to the general, who sets the court.
Really a 5-guard
team
on the floor for Nashville Christian right now.
Friendship has gone into a really, really soft man. They're allowing any passes, but they don't want penetration. Ball to Donovan Smith out top. And we'll give to Morgan. He's going to drive. Backs out of there. Does a good job of not making the turnover. And Donovan sets the court at 1:30 to go. Hook pass over here to Jalen. Drives, floats it up there. Good, but they're not going to let it.
Basket. Timeout.
Those are the killers. We call the timeout on the basket. I've done that a few times. But we'll be back in a minute with the score. Nashville Christian leading 25-24 on Sawyer Brown Road. Back at Nashville Christian and growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee. Nashville Christian will inbound the ball on the baseline in a 25-24.
Still our 5-guard look right here. So, got to try to get the ball penetrated in. Morgan's got to keep the high end on the perimeter. He's got to be patient on the offensive end, and that time Cannon can't quite handle the pass from Jalen. Looked like the pass might have been a little off as well.
Turnover to Friendship, 1:20 to go, in a tight game here. Both teams battling in big district action.
And that's a big swing because, as you mentioned, we hit the basket going into that timeout that we called and now turned the ball over. So we're at currently -2 as far as that goes.
So, got a good crowd tonight and just incredible weather outside in the 60s.
Like spring, yeah.
And we are at
Who do you like in the championship game, Coach? You Clemson or LSU?
I don't normally pull for the SEC because it hurts Tennessee every time other SEC teams do well.
Coach, so that's not what's
very
hurting
selfish,
Tennessee.
exactly, and some other things. But I will be pulling for LSU since they haven't won one in a while.
Yeah.
Yep. And they are SEC. We need to be a little loyal, I guess.
Yep. Last time Nick Saban won a national championship at LSU. Last time LSU won.
So,
and do you know when LSU won the championship in '58, they beat Clemson in New Orleans.
Oh, my goodness. Is that when Billy Cannon played?
It might have been, yeah.
25-24, 1:14 to go. If you know any of those names, you're old. 25-24, we got a foul on the perimeter. Cannon Anderson with a reach. And Friendship will stack and run off the stack and cut to the hole, and they run it nicely. Mathis doesn't have anything, and they back out. And swing to Mathis, shot fake. He likes to lay it down every time. 1 minute to go in the half. Takes it across the lane. Ball is thrown to number 44 who got fouled, and Jones will go to the line for three as not the smartest foul there. Always tough when we get those. And so Casey Jones is going to have a chance to give them the lead with 3 points here. He guns it, he makes it. So he ties it. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Got 3 men coming in, Caleb, Martise, and Luke for the Eagles. Jones with the second one, unusual delivery, but knocks this one home also. Checking out Harper, Cannon, Anderson, and Jalen.
Well, we got our post back in, so I think offensively we got to see it go back through Caleb and kind of establish that presence again. That's short.
The left-hander short this time. Long rebound chased down by Friendships. Picked up by Caleb Tyson, who gives to the general. Going past the timeline. Gets to Martise. The ball off his hands, a little behind him, and I think he was taken off with it before he got it also.
Well, had a thought, in mind to do something with the ball and just didn't wait for himself to possess it.
26-25. Friendship with a 1-point lead. Let's see if they tick it on down. Driving into the post, wheeling and spinning nicely good is Mitch Pelham, and he gives them a 3-point lead after we had gotten a little spurt of action.
Well, it was 25-19, and now 25-28 deficit.
27 seconds left. We will set the court for the final shot, and Friendship's defense stays in a packed, tight man-to-man, allowing the perimeter passes. Clock down to 15 seconds as we set the court for the final play. Looking to cut it to 1 or tie it. In action, here we go, 10 seconds. Donovan gives to Luke. Luke, shot fakes, drives, kicks it back out to Donovan, who have a 3 at the buzzer. Did he make it? It's no good. 1 second left. Luke needs to throw it up there. Did a great job trying to get off, but misses it. And we'll go to the halftime. Down 3. Nice, tight action, exciting play by both teams. Low scoring game. Both teams playing very hard. And so we'll be back in a moment with our score. Friendship 28, our Eagles 25. Well, if you're watching this delayed broadcast, we weren't able to live stream on this night. If you're watching this, it is not live, obviously. But hope you're enjoying the action, and you already know if we won or not. But right now, we don't at this moment, so we don't have your advantage right now. And there's an offensive charge with Caleb, I believe, getting some type of push-off. Is that right, Coach?
Well, they called it on 50.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, called it on 0. Called it on Martise. I thought he said 5-0.
Okay.
He just said 0.
Martise got a foul away from the ball there. So we turn it over to begin the quarter. Hanging shot off the board, no good. Luke Skies comes out of there quickly, gives to Martise. Martise driving, lays it up nicely, but didn't quite get it up high enough. And
I think he was expecting a foul there.
I think so. Mathis roaring past the timeline. The big man loses the ball to Martise, comes out of there roaring, loses the ball, gets it back, takes it nicely, shovels to Donovan, who lays it in nicely. Good work there by Martise, who lost it but regained composure to make the exact perfect assist pass.
Yeah, Martise always looking to make that assist, so that's why I looked a little uncomfortable for him going to the basket and actually taking the shot. He's usually looking to pass that ball
dish off. Yeah. Gunning a three, in and out, no good. Donovan with a nice board point guard coming out of there. Coming past the timeline left-handed. Stutter steps into the lane. Floats it over to Morgan Anderson for three. He missed this one. Martise, the Falcon, gets it, nice spin move, but pulls it back out. We're down one. Chance to take the lead here. Coach Russell sets the court. Big district action for both teams here. Luke on the handoff. Turns, weaves, and got away a little bit with a step.
Changed his pivot feet there, but didn't happen if they don't call it, right?
Little international European continuation, and we get the lead.
Just act like you know what you're doing, and they don't notice it.
Gunning the long three up there, no good. Airballing it, and they're going to call it off Donovan and Martise. Ball will be retained by Friendship, trailing by one in the first couple of minutes of the third quarter. Ball bounced into Mathis, takes it to the three-point arc, now backs it back out. He's a good athlete.
Yeah, I'd stay on 10 in the perimeter, force Mathis to penetrate and dish, and, just be ready to play the errant shot or the
three-man weave. Three-man weave action. Friendship takes it in. Mathis wants the three, backs back out. Caleb cut him off nicely. Friendship looking for the drive, and Martise with the steal coming down. 3-on-1, hands to Morgan, lays it up. Good! Martise dishing again, and Morgan, as well as anyone, can go in and lay it up softly while going full speed. Does a great job of body control.
Yep, good job by Caleb. Really got that little tap away right there that Martise ultimately came out with.
Like Caleb did come up with the tip to get it out to the Falcon. We lead by 3. We've regained it. Again, a little shuffle cut down low for Mathis. Doesn't get it. Number 11 pounding that ball. That's Dylan Turner wanting to get it. And now Mathis, who's going to gun a three, and that's why he's tough to guard. He will gun that, and he ties it.
I still think I'd rather him beat us by shooting threes than by the penetration basket.
Make him shoot those. Sometimes the best thing that happens is that they make one. They lob it in nicely. Donovan to Caleb, who posted being fronted, and we lobbed it beautifully, perfectly to regain the 2-point lead at 5:01 to go in the third quarter. Martise hounding Turner nicely out here. Handoff, we pick it up pretty nicely. They're going to lob across to Mathis, who's now going to lay it down. Fires it across the left side, and they whip it back to the top. Mathis gunning. This one is off to the right. Morgan is going to let it bounce, and an incredible hustle by Mathis, but he throws it to Luke, who takes it down. And he's pounded, but Caleb comes in there, and as he's getting the rebound or the loose ball, he is fouled. Good hustle by the Eagles all over, but Mathis chased it down when we were letting it go out, and even though he threw it back into the wrong guy, it was an incredibly great athletic play.
Yeah, good hustle, but good job by the Eagles in transition right there. Luke, going strong to the basket, drew the foul. Caleb hits his first free throw, and, we've got the opportunity now to establish control of the game. I think we need to do that. One thing I've noticed is Mathis certainly likes going to his left more so than his right, so I think we need to force that issue as well.
Caleb guns, bang. Knots them both. 35-31, 4:34 to go here as Friendship sets the court. Mathis, he controls everything. Dribbles in, forces the help, and opens up the three, but it is missed this time by Miller. Donovan taking it all the way down, loses the ball, gets it back on the baseline. Now a scramble. Friendship's going to come out of there with it. Mathis elbowing, coming out of there strong.
Can't really stiff arm anybody in basketball.
He comes down, drives the lane, takes it in. A lot of contact, no good. Put it back up, no good. Tyson with the rebound. He has it pulled away. Power layup, good by Mathis. And they call that after all the other contact was allowed. So interesting use of the whistle there on the officials' part. So 35-31 the basket. Did they call it on the floor? I believe they did. Mathis is asking for the basket. So is the coach.
I thought the official signaled that it was
a
basket.
I did too. And they're going to give it to him on the baseline and no points. Mathis cuts nicely on that play and is fouled again. So he'll go to the line.
Martise, I believe that's his second foul.
Right. 35-31. So getting some interesting calls here. Jalen Marsh ready to check in. 35-31. Mathis eyes it. Marks it, guns it, makes it. 35-32. Martise will sit out. Halfway point, third quarter in a big district game for both teams. As you watch, you already know who's won. So we don't have that advantage right now. Morgan with the long rebound is going to be, are they calling the foul?
Foul? Yes.
And so Mathis thought he had a tie up there.
20.
So he's a little frustrated
foul
too.
On Mathis there?
I think, well, I don't know. They didn't go over and signal. Mathis was bothered as though they did call it.
It's either 44 or 14. I couldn't tell what he said.
So 3-point lead, Nashville Christian as they set the court. Donovan, stutter step, dribble, nothing there. Jalen, stutter step, nothing there. Hands to Anderson, wants to gun it, takes it down. Stutter step, dribble.
Almost
back
lost
to
it there.
Catalone. Catalone to Donovan. Donovan looking for a posting. Tyson waves Luke through.
Got in front of it again. They got some help back there. That's a good skip.
Nice cut by Anderson. Lays it up from in front. Good. As Donovan spots a cutting Morgan across the.
Yeah, and good by Morgan, recognizing his player was the one sagging off to help the lob over the top of the front post, and Morgan able to get a nice, easy look.
Excellent read. Mathis freeing things up by driving inside and drawing the help, but we close out pretty nicely. A little bit of a travel there. Friendship moving the ball around, and they get a shuffle cut out top. We pick it up nicely. 5-point lead. Mathis laying the ball down, stutter step back. Now he's powering in, lays it up. It's no good this time. Long rebound, Friendship. Coming out of there with it, Dylan Turner. Turner right side, Bryce Miller. They go into the corner again to Mathis, who backs it out there to set the court. Down 5, Friendship trying to cut it into this lead. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Handoff Turner. He's going to give out here to
Good
Miller.
job.
It's going to be stolen. Donovan taking the ball in, laying it up, left-handed, no good. Friendship coming out of there with the board. He's in backcourt, bothered, and now they free up. And Pelham comes past the timeline and hands to Turner.
Good defense by Donovan. Good anticipation, switching off on that screen. Got the takeaway and just couldn't finish.
Ball screen Mathis, but that little misdirection on the other side.
I believe that was a kickball, but
we had good pack defense inside, and he forced a pass off our leg. 5-point game, 2:13 to go. Your Eagles lead. Oh, we went to sleep there. Caleb bailed us out with a nice rejection. 3-on-1. Bounce over to Morgan. Not a great pass, but he drives baseline, hangs in the lane, layup good. As he drove the baseline, the pass was a little misdirected. He picked it up, then drove the baseline and hung, changing his body. And they're going to call timeout, 39-32.
Morgan 3 for 4 in the third quarter here.
Nice. Morgan on a nice run here. 1:54 to go. Excellent push here by the Eagles. We'll be back in a moment. Mike McPherson with Coach Jeff Brothers, bringing you the Nashville Christian Eagles broadcast here on a warm, balmy Friday night, January the 10th. Unbelievable weather we've had over the last week.
Crazy. It's like April 10th.
Yes, it feels like it.
Which is my brother's birthday.
All right, Mathis takes him into the lane, and Jalen will pick it up. He loses it to Marsh. Jalen pounding past the timeline. He will lose it. Friendship will come the other way, down 7, 1:40 to go, third quarter. Now Mathis is posting up inside. Caleb trying to get around him. He can't do it. Mathis,
that's
no
good. Just stay vertical right there. That's a good job.
And we outlet to Luke. Great behind the back dribble. Comes down. Takes in the lane. Hoops. Up. No good.
We got to take good shots.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to jump stop, Coach. 39-32. And they're gunning the three. This one is no good. Donovan in there for the board. Like to see guards rebounding, roaring past the timeline. He may float it. He does. He rims it off. No good. Nice job. He floated it nicely. Usually makes those. Friendship quickly transitioning, laying it up good, powering it through. Is Casey Jones to cut it back to 5 as we went to sleep there for a second on defense. Really the first time that's really happened that badly. And it came at a critical time. Jalen take the ball in, takes all the way, lays up, scoops up, shot good. And that was a nice scoop shot there.
Good penetration layup right there is what it was.
7-point lead, 34 seconds to go.
And that's one thing Jalen can do, especially going to his left, is recognize an open lane and getting there quickly.
He cuts off the driver nicely. Luke putting pressure on a new player out there, Majors. 20 seconds to go. And good denial by Morgan, down to 15 seconds. Mathis will try to make something happen. They trail by 7, the biggest deficit for Friendship Christian. Mathis, see what he does. Nice help by Morgan. They get a penetration. Oh, they come loose. Lay it up good with 3 seconds. I don't think we'll get the shot off. Luke will hurl a 70-footer that was wide right. And we'll go to the fourth quarter with a 41-36 lead. Nice little stretch run there by the Eagles at the end of the quarter.
It was, and it kind of saved us, Coach, because we got a little sloppy right there with about a minute and whatever it was when they had the last timeout, minute 12, minute 15, and then we had about a 30 or 50-second stretch right there where we just were sloppy. We had opportunities, and we're sloppy offensively with the ball.
Right. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, if you just fast-forwarded on your YouTube channel, Nashville Christian has gotten out to a 5-point lead in a very tough, tight, close ball game here on Sawyer Brown Road district action. 41-36, a little handoff action here by Friendship, a little weave out top and trying to get penetration. And we're simply switching on the screens, and they're going to air a long one there. Caleb, all we did was just switch. It's a nice job there.
Yeah, good reaction to what they were trying to do coming out of their break, and I think we discombobulated them the way we were switching that screen.
Donovan will come wide open for a 3, but he's short. Caleb with a nice long board, and he fights for it. Gets it back to Donovan. He gives him a ball screen, 15-footer, yes. Nice play on the rebound, getting it back, 43-36. Out to a 7-point lead, 7:18 to go. So we have the momentum. Let's see if we can keep it.
Ball.
And Luke comes up with the steal, takes it down, lays it up. And they're going to power it.
That's a block.
Okay, they got the block.
On the floor.
The bench is trying to get the basket. I think it's going to be on the floor. Coach Quinn trying to get the basket. I don't think Coach Quinn's ever agreed with an official call.
Are you saying Coach Quinn is disagreeable?
According to his wife, yes. 45-36, 9-point lead is Luke Catalone, Cat Daddy, and now
Coach Quinn is an ardent supporter and protector of our team, you know.
He does. He's the mother hen of these athletes, and he's griping over there right now.
We're having a conference with the officials. The ball did go in, and I think they're trying to discuss whether they're going to count the basket or not, which Coach Quinn is in favor of.
Yeah.
If this does reverse and count, then all credit to Coach Quinn.
All right. I don't think they're going to reverse it. But we have they are. The basket counted. Is that right?
No, he said 2 shots.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he's got at least 1 shot there.
I think it counted. Anyway,
wow.
it's a 9-point lead and now a 10.
Yeah, okay.
Our biggest lead, and we are we have extended it to 10. Biggest lead of the game.
First double-digit lead, yeah.
So Friendship needs to try to get some momentum quickly to stay in this game. Mathis trying to bring it to them. Will's in there. I think he walked, but they bailed him out with a foul called. I think he walked before the foul. Friendship will retain possession. Tyson gets it. Foul called on him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Good defense, really.
Really was. 10-point game. Friendship brings the ball in late. Mathis fakes the 3.
Just stay back. Let him shoot out there.
Right. Going to go behind his back. Tries to power it in. Throws it across. We come up with another steal. Here comes Luke. Past the timeline. Stops. Guns. 15 feet. Bottom.
There's your jump stop, Coach. You've been asking for it.
There he goes. 12-point lead. And now Mathis will gun the 3 to counter, and he does. And the timeout quickly by Friendship to cut it to 9, 48-39, hoping to seize back a little momentum. And we'll be back also with the final 6:28 in a moment. Well, we bring the ball up with 11-point lead, and National Christian with a nice end of the third and a pretty good beginning to the fourth. And so a little UCLA action here. Again, Caleb slips it, powers in, and it's knocked away. So Friendship with the turnover and a 9-point deficit looking to cut back into it. Mathis will gun the 23-footer. The three-pointer is just short. Tipped up, no good. Friendship battling. Mathis lays it up, good! And he left-hands it in and fouled with a chance of a three-point play. And, Coach, they've cut it to 7. And basketball, I guess it was invented for runs, and this is one.
Well, we just got to withstand this. Got to get on the offensive end patient. You know, we got 6 minutes and a lead. There's no use in forcing any shots.
Mathis brings them right back into it, bouncing it in at this 6-minute mark, a 6-point lead by National Christian. So we need to counter here. Martise, the Falcon Edwards, ready to check in. Jalen, J-Money out here on top. Gives to Anderson. Anderson will hand to the general. As we eat up a little clock here with weave action. Caleb being pushed out by Mathis. Now ball screens and rolls. That freed up Donovan for the floater.
Good job.
And Caleb on the roll occupied 2 people and freed up Donovan for the floater to get it back to 8 and a big counter basket by the Eagles.
Good recognition by Donovan on that fall-off defense right there.
Good defense.
And got into the paint and elevated quickly. He took a good running shot right there at the basket.
We force a pass errant on the baseline, and we get it back at the 5:30 mark in an 8-point lead. Donovan walking it up. We'll see at what point Coach wants to, Russell wants to pull it out. Right now we're still attacking. Donovan takes it into the lane, now backs it out. He's really smart, freshman player. Luke Catalon, Cat Daddy, looks to lay it down, smartly pulls back, goes back in with double team and gives to Donovan. Donovan, stutter step, 17-footer hanging in the air, bottom. 52-42 to take it back to 10, 5 minutes left. And we're countering with some big baskets here. Mathis lays it, powers it up. No good, but he's fouled.
4 on Caleb, so got to be careful.
Caleb's got 4. Mathis, he's just a strong football player.
Well, again, now we're getting Jalen back in, so it'd be good to see us. You know he's going to drive penetrate, get a little. He likes to go to his left. Force him in there, sag help, draw a charge, or at least force the pass out of his hands.
Right, and I think you're right as he rims out the first one. Let him shoot the three. Let's stop the drive. He's going to kill us more inside than outside. He is a good shooter, but
he'll hit one out of 3 or 4.
He scored a lot more at the paint than on the arc. Wants to cut it to 9 and doesn't. Luke skies, brings it down. 3-on-2, pulls back out smartly. 4:48 to go, 10-point lead. Now he drives in, takes it in. He's going to get a charge.
Block.
No, they're going to call a block. And I think it was a good call.
I do too. I mean, Luke was already up and running, up and elevating toward the basket when Mathis set his feet.
They usually call those in high school a charge, but you're right. Luke had beat him there, and it was a little late by Mathis. 54-42 with a 12-point lead, and Luke will go to the line for a couple. And again, we got a chance here to go up by 14, nearing the halfway mark, which will be a big one.
Yep. To extend this to 14, be able to run time off the clock.
Right.
In each offensive possession, limit their second chance opportunities, even if they hit shots and we're running 40, 50, a minute off the clock on every possession, we're in a good place.
Right. Friendship is ahead on the beard growing. Got a couple of fuzzy faces out there. Catalon.
Guess if you're a commander, it completes the look maybe.
Right. Rims this one out. And Mathis past the timeline, third step dribble. Now Luke's guarding him. He powers it in there, lays it up good. Nice power, hard to stop that. He cuts it back to 10. Still 4:25 to go, long way to go.
Yeah,
we whip the ball around.
Yeah, just run some clock right here.
Jalen takes it down low in a little bit of trouble. Luke.
To make contact. And that worked for him, and that he got called for the foul.
And Mathis has 23, looking to make it 24. Has missed a few big ones at the line. We come down with an 8-point lead. Donovan take it down, floats, lays it up, 15-footer. This one was off.
Don't need that.
Again, we're forcing a couple of plays here. We don't want to give him an opportunity. It's an 8-point lead. Mathis will gun the three this time. It's no good. But he gets his rebound. We didn't block him out. He lays it up good. And he's trying to bring the Commanders back, and Coach Russell wants a timeout. And they are suddenly back in the game. It's a 6-point lead, Nashville Christian, but Friendship has seized some of the momentum at the 3:38 mark, and we'll be back in a moment. Good timeout by Coach Russell. We needed that to regroup down, or rather ahead. Friendship down 6 as we enter the 3:38 of the fourth quarter. So we forced the last couple of plays, and it's given them a chance to get back in the game.
And some lazy play on the defensive end.
Definitely. Caleb still on the bench. No, he's back in, excuse me. 4 out, 1 in. As we back it out, Morgan flips over here to Donovan, and hopefully we'll slow the pace down just to eat up a little clock. Caleb posting up nicely. Inside, they give it to him. And he's going to find Martise, who floats down the lane, and they're going to call a blocked shot. And so at least we retain possession. Caleb found him nicely on the double team. So we set in a box, cross screen. And Caleb, he slips it nicely, falls away, no good. Nice move, good shot, not there. 6-point lead. Here comes Mathis, powering, lay it up, good. And he's cut it to 4. Mathis, we've got a timeout, more moisture.
He's got 14 in the fourth quarter, Coach.
And he's up to, is that 25 points?
Something like that, yeah.
So Mathis is bringing them back. And we said he's the only one that can, and he's doing it right now.
He's got 27.
27. He has taken the game into his own hands to try to bring the Commanders back. And he is a force. Great athlete.
And again, we're allowing that.
Yeah.
You know, we're not boxing him out when he shoots the ball. We're not helping to force him to pass the ball on his penetration. We're allowed the defender, the only defender on him, is trying to stay with him, and body for body, that's not going to happen. With a guy that big and strong who's going that hard to the basket, you're not going to be able to get in front of him like that.
Right.
And the help's not there to force him to get rid of the ball.
And if our guys are watching this later, I'm sure Coach Frazier has said, let's let him shoot threes and protect his penetration.
Or get in his face and sag off and draw a charge. Yeah.
Well, we come down under 3 minutes with a 4-point lead, and let's see what we do. Little UCLA cut outside, then Caleb slips it, goes get the ball, screen for Martise, nothing there to Donovan. Donovan takes it down to Martise, who drives baseline, hangs, lays it up, good, and he was fouled. The Falcon flies along the baseline, and a big counter basket to Friendship's run to get it back to 6. Long way to go. 2:39 left. A lot of basketball to be played in a close game. Martise can make it 7. He does.
And that's a good uncontested layup. I mean, it's a great job by him recognizing the open lane, but not forcing the ball through a defender, just taking the open lane and going to the basket.
I like this. We've gone to the 2-3 zone. This is good. Mathis immediately went inside the post, but now he flares out to the corner. Now he goes back in, rolls. Caleb fronts him. They throw it across court, and Friendship will drive the baseline. Caleb came up and got him.
He did.
He popped him with the hip. Is that 5?
That's 5.
No, man. And it really wasn't even close. So let's hope
they called it on Jalen.
They did?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That was not on Jalen.
And
I don't know that Jalen was on that half of the floor.
No, and I mean, that was Caleb.
Wow.
And Caleb acted quite innocent, and our bench is over there whispering, don't say anything.
That's a veteran move by Caleb. Just be coy, you know?
He was just being cool, and he's not making any eye contact with anyone right now.
Yeah, hurry up and shoot it before they notice.
Well, they reverse the call.
Kind of like hustling up and snapping the ball.
So they don't review it.
Yeah.
2:16 left, 7-point lead. He'll have 2. Gunning it is Pelham, making it back to a 2-possession game at 6. 2:16 left. You do like Mathis. You just like the way he plays.
Yeah, plays hard. Plays like you're supposed to. I like to see us on our end, Coach, just spread it out now and just take a lot of, pass and cut kind of opportunity.
Right. They cut it to 5. Donovan will walk it up and eat some clock up here. Friendship is going to have to extend their defense, which could help us, I hope. They've packed it in all night, and there's really no need to force that in here. So I hope we'll keep it spread out, and I think we are. Morgan, a little handoff action, and gives it to Donovan. Takes all the way and lays it up. No good.
That's contested. We don't need that.
It was not a great shot. In the first quarter, that'd been okay. Mathis is going to gun. He missed this one. Morgan with a big board and a 5-point lead with 1:42 to go.
Big rebound.
Donovan will back it back out somewhat. He's going to hand to Martise. Luke Catalon ready to check in. Nice stutter step move. Gives to Cannon. Morgan. And he bombs it with 1:30 to go. I don't know if you want that one, but that's Cannon.
Well, I'm Morgan, and
Sorry, Morgan.
he hit it, which is good.
The Andersons all look alike to me.
Not sure that's a designed opportunity when you're up 6 with a minute and a half to go, but he's confident he can shoot, and so he hit it, which is good for us. I think now at this point, you want to make sure that every possession carries at least 30, 35, 40 seconds, or they're going to start fouling here shortly, and they're going to have to catch up in fouls as they only have 5. Nashville Christian has 8, so Friendship will be in the bonus.
That was one of those shots. No, yes.
Yeah, I tell you, I still like that 2-3 we've been in. That's a good switch by Coach
let's see if we do that again. Mathis will go back in and post up. Now they're going to pick us up. We're going to pick them up full court man-to-man, changing up things a little bit. 8-point lead by Nashville Christian, 1:25 to go. They've got a score here, big possession. We stop here, we might be in pretty good shape. Little weave action again. Turner sets the court, eating up some time here. They run Horns out top, drive in, and hit the baseline runner nicely, who pounds it up, but he misses it.
Morgan with another good
Morgan
rebound.
with another rebound. And Donovan will swing it up to Martise in front court. 8-point lead with a minute, and he loses it. They're going to have a wide-open layup. Turner powers it up good, and they cut it to 6 with 51 seconds to go. Luke sprinting past the timeline and backs it out. He's going to get double-teamed. He's over to Martise. Martise across to Donovan. They got a foul. We lead by 6. 40 seconds to go.
And they only have
5
fouls.
And they finally fouled. They got to hit 2 more before we go to the 1-and-1. Or is it one more?
One more.
So we'll inbound it. 39 seconds to go, but it is still just a 2-possession game. Martise Edwards to bring the ball in. A couple of subs in for Friendship. Are they bringing the big guy out?
For the foul situation, I guess.
Oh, yeah, they're going. That's smart. They're going to foul us quickly here, then get him back in. And they're going to foul Donovan in backcourt, and then I'm sure Mathis will check back in. And with a 6-point lead, Donovan will go to the line for 1-and-1. Mathis rechecks in for Joseph Meadows. And Donovan can give us an 8-point lead by connecting on both. He guns it. Bang.
Good pressure shot right there by Donovan.
Right, nice. 7-point lead, Nashville Christian. So we'll see what kind of defense Coach went into full court there to eat up a little time with the pressure. Let's see what he does. Donovan short on this one. Friendship in a hurry. Here they come. 7-point lead. Mathis going to take it all the way in, powering it up. Caleb just kind of had to back up there, but we need to be backed up already.
And if he's got the ball, we need to have everybody with 1 foot in the paint.
Exactly. We got to have help on that. We're leaving Caleb out to dry there. 5-point deficit, 27.9. So still a lot of time to go, and we'll be back in a moment.
And Coach, I'll say this, with 27.9 left in the game, not to sit up here and say what we should be doing. Coach Fraser's doing some coaching. He's imploring those guys to follow the plan, and just appears as if our guys are just being a little bit lazy or hesitant to trust the plan. But
he wants them
they
to
clearly
help
have
on the drive.
a different idea, and we're just not following direction.
Good screening action, but we don't get it in yet. Finally,
it's off of Luke.
Luke's going to lose it out of bounds. And Mathis checks quickly back in. Smart defense by the Commanders. And now
Martise could have run the baseline right there. Of course, I'm not sure the official reminded him of that.
And they can make it a 1-possession game. Let's see what they do. They lob it in. Give to Mathis. and he shoves off. Martise, no call.
Oh, he stepped
They're
into
going to
that.
gun, and they walked on that one. No good. But they get Luke gets the board. And big rebound there. If he knocks these home, it'll be very tough for them to pull it out. If he misses, they got a chance to cut it to one possession. So big pressure free throws by Luke Catalon with 16.3 to go and a 5-point lead. Cat Daddy will bounce once, eyes it, guns it, makes it.
That's his 12th point for the night. Got a couple of guys, got 4 guys in double digits tonight.
This would make it a 3-possession game, so it's a big one. And he does. And Coach Frazier will call timeout to make sure we don't do anything to stop.
That's Luke with 14, Donovan with 11.
Okay.
Morgan's got 22. 3, 6, 9, 12. No, excuse me.
Good game for him to come back and get back in the high-scoring
20.
column.
Morgan's got 20, and Caleb has 10. So 4 guys in double digits. Some good balance on the offensive end.
Right. So 3-possession game here, barring a foul on a 3-point make, which has happened. So Coach Frazier reminding them of not doing anything dumb. We don't want to foul here.
We wouldn't do anything dumb, would we, Coach?
Stop the clock. One time one of my teams did.
I think it happened right down here in the front.
I can't remember when it was. Yeah, I blocked it out of my mind.
I don't remember where I was sitting when it happened.
Oh, me. 63-56. In
fact, I think I was sitting in this chair right here.
16.3 to go. We lead by 7. It's been a good game. Good, entertaining game.
It has, and all credit to, Friendship's played hard,
right.
And certainly Mathis has played extremely hard.
We do go zone. Nice change there. They do a double screen across the top, and they need a 3. They're gunning it long. He's going to it's in and out. Mathis, no good. We're going to win this game. Nashville Christian holds on to a 63-56 win. Nice district win as we defeat our friends from Friendship in Lebanon with the score 63-56, and hopefully we'll be joining the broadcast team here together next week, I hope.
Yeah, I think we've got coming home next week on the 17th, I believe. Is that right?
It'll be a lot of fun, and Nashville Christian takes a nice big district win into the locker room.
I think you said that makes us 6-2 now in the district, so a good place to be, yeah.
We are. We're right up near the top, and, of course, everybody's chasing good pasture. And good win. So this is Mike McPherson for Coach Jeff Brothers. We're saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on the Eagle Basketball Network.